What's up, YouTube? Thematic 95 here, and I'm with...
Book Nerd Knowledge, and we're here to talk about entry 83.
That's right. Last time, we saw Tim find some footage on Jay's laptop that showed that Jay was looking to be making up with Tim, as we originally suspected from entry 77. And when he was in Rosswood, he noticed that the layout changed and the geography was all wrong. So, in this entry, we see, and spoiler alert, you've been warned. Okay, we see Tim go back to the building Jay was in entry 79, and he is investigating in there. He's kind of stumbling around, you know, it's like he's almost going to go all masky mode. But he stumbles around, coughs a little bit, you know, has his little moments. And then Hoodie shows up out of nowhere. And he's like rattling Tim's pills right in his face, drops the mask and says, "You're mine." Well, he doesn't really say it, but you know, it's implied. But before anything could go down, Oppie shows up, yes. And Hoodie starts running. And Tim has no choice but to run as well. And what happens because of the operator's appearance is we go from the college campus to being in the hospital and the annex to the hospital and Rosswood Park, a bunch of locations, and even the place where the dead man from entry 49, where his body's stored, we go there, chasing through all those places. And all the while, we have little teases at Hoodie's identity where Tim almost pulls the mask off, but never quite does. Or actually, no, he does once, but it's never showed to us. Like, they do some editing, of course. You know, they're not going to tell us till the very last minute, just because that's who they are. But yay! It all comes to a climax in the same building that we started in, where Tim is on an upper story, and Hoodie's hanging off the ledge that Jay spots Hoodie from in entry 79. And Hoodie falls off, and some are presuming that it's his death. I'm not in that camp, but regardless, he's unconscious. Tim pulls a tape out of his pocket and his pills, so he doesn't go all masky. We get another tease at the identity, nothing, and an operator shows up. We see Hoodie's body in Slendyville, or whatever you want to call it, where the dead man's body is. And then Tim is put out in a field, presumably in the Rosswood or the region where they were in entry 66 when they chased Hoodie. So, yeah, that's what happened. Thoughts?
Yeah. Thoughts? Not really moving the plot forward any, but lots of, like, cool stuff.
Yeah,
you know, just fun to watch, really.
Lots of good visuals. One person described it as lots of flash with little substance, and essentially in my mind what we learn is that yes, it is like a master-slave role between Hoodie and Tim Tim gets his meds back.
And we know that Hoodie and Oppie aren't working together because Hoodie is like super scared and runs off, so
yeah,
that's good.
I thought that was a nice touch, because there's a lot of people that, you know, like to make those theories about To the Ark and how To the Ark and Operator are working together. I was never a fan of those because they just didn't make sense.
So, speaking of Hoodie, are you still on the Brian thing, or...?
I think Brian's the most likely person because of all the evidence I've provided in the past. If you haven't seen that, I'm sure it's in the comments on one of the videos, or there's a lot of the content in the actual videos that we've made. But I was thinking about this entry, and then I had like a revelation of sorts that makes perfect sense for future Jay. Now, do I want this to be the case? No. Do I think it's the case? No. But it makes perfect sense. And what I thought about was, well, you know, maybe because of all the things we saw in this entry, you know, possible time warping and things like that, you know, traveling between different locations that are so spread out, maybe when Jay got shot and went to Slendyville, maybe he came back. Maybe his wound was healed somehow. Maybe he assumed the role of a masked man in order to keep himself from being killed again. Maybe that's why the early To the Ark videos were trying to scare Jay off. But when Jay was too far into this, he's like, okay, well, Alex is the one that eventually kills me. Maybe I should focus on taking him down.
I mean, it totally makes sense, I think, the way you're explaining it, but I really don't think, I don't know, I don't think it's going to happen, but it's, I don't know, it's there.
I still like Brian better because you have all the ties with him and Tim throughout all the years, and how, he was his only friend, and that might explain some of the influence of how Hoodie is able to control Tim so well. But it remains to be seen. Yeah. So, the Jay theory has more relevance in my mind now, but I still think it's the lesser of the two theories. As far as Hoodie being dead, what do you think?
I don't think we've seen the last of Hoodie, just like we haven't seen the last of Jay.
Yeah. Obviously, we've got to see what's on that tape.
Yeah.
That'll probably be the next entry. Maybe it could be the demise of another Marble Hornets cast member. Could it be the reveal of Hoodie? Doubt it. I think they'll save that. I don't think it'll be revealed on a tape. Maybe more about what Hoodie's been up to. That's a possibility as well. Not a whole lot of things you can go after now. I mean, it's hard to examine, like, maybe the relationship between Alex and the operator more. I mean, that'd be kind of just difficult as far as, Slendy kind of messing everything up electronically. But, yeah. Who knows what's on that tape? I haven't really given it much thought. So if you got any ideas, you know what you want to do with those, put them in the comments.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe something interesting will come out of that tape. Hopefully.
But yeah, like I said, not really moving the plot forward. A little bit, but not too much. Was it a good entry as far as what it contained? Sure, but it just felt like it had little impact on the whole series. But there's a lot of good implications that we can work off of here with this entry, and just things to speculate about, which is half the fun of Marble Hornets, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I think it was good in a lot of ways, but in other ways not so much.
Couldn't have said it better. So, yeah. Sound off with your thoughts in the comments section. If we're out of line, let us know. I'm open for some debates in the comments section, and I'm sure she is as well.
Totally.
So, let's see that happen. So, leave all that there. Put the thumbs up on this video. Support us. Get us on page 1, of course, so people can see this and get some thoughts, get some speculation going, get some excitement going about Marble Hornets.
Yep.
Gotta see it. And subscribe to me, and more importantly, subscribe to her.
Nah, subscribe. Yeah, it's good.
Nah. But thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time on her channel, Book Nerd Knowledge, that is. The links will be in the description for the review of Entry 84. So we will see you then.